The movie commences, and we observe a 16-year-old girl, whose name is Marie. She lives in a small village by the sea, where everyone does fishing to make a living. It means catching the fish. For now, she had come to a doctor for her checkup, because suddenly, for some reason, a strange mark had formed on her body. Although she was not even hurt, the doctor does a good checkup on her, especially on her nails and teeth. Then he says, "There is no need to be afraid. There is no danger. Don't pay so much attention to this mark. It will be fine soon." When Marie came home, we see her family, in which only her mom and dad were there. Her mom was not well, because she was paralyzed. She can't walk, nor can she speak. She is always on a wheelchair. That's why feeding her, bathing her, changing her clothes, everything is done by Marie. When she was preparing to sleep at night, her eyes went to her chest, where that strange mark had formed. That mark was now increasing instead of decreasing. And then, just like that, a few more days passed. And now, because Marie had grown up a little, and her financial situation was just fine, not very good. So that's why she starts working at a fish point, where fish were caught. Today was her first day at work, where the manager was teaching her the work at the fish point. A bad worker, whom no one thought was good. He was standing from a distance and staring at Marie with quite strange eyes. Here Marie's eyes went to a delivery boy, the one who used to deliver fish to every house. His name was Daniel. He was also looking at Marie. Both liked each other at first sight. Now when Daniel was picking up the fish, because of that bad worker, he fell down, due to which all his fish also fall down. Seeing this, Marie came to help him quickly, and this is how they started talking. After that, when Marie went to throw the bad fish out, that bad worker throws her in the same fishing trash, which was completely full of rotten fish and water. Anyway, in a little while, Marie came out of there, where the rest of the workers were also standing. But instead of being surprised, they were positioned as though something ordinary had occurred. And then they started clapping, saying that on the first day of work, everyone is welcomed like this. After finishing the work, when she came home, she saw, even today, a doctor has come to our house, who was talking very seriously about her mom, and he also brought a file with him, which he had just held in his hand. But as soon as Marie came in, he closed the file in his box, as if he wants to hide all this from Marie. Marie asks her dad, "What happened? Is everything okay? Is mom okay? Why did the doctor come today?" And then her dad says, "Actually, my child, your mom's hand is a little swollen, because she has to apply injections every day. That's why the doctor came to check on her." After which the doctor and her dad started checking her mom's hand, in which Marie got the chance, stole that file and ran upstairs, which the doctor was trying to hide from her. She checks that file, from which X-ray, some people's detailed papers, and some strange pictures are found, which had very bad and deep wounds. Before she could understand anything, her dad calls her from below. Then Marie quickly hides that file and comes down. The doctor had gone, and her dad was applying that injection in her mom's hand, from which her mom's condition was getting better. At night when Marie was washing utensils, she heard a strange noise. When she quietly looked into mom's room, it was a very strange sight. Her dad was applying cream all over mom's body and shaving. That is, he was removing hair, which Marie found strange, but she ignores it. With this thought, mom's hair must have grown. When she was sleeping at night, she started having strange dreams, like a scary woman, the one who is soaked with blood. She is moving towards her. But the next morning, when she opened her eyes, she went to work without thinking much about this dream, where her and Daniel's conversation started to increase. But Daniel's companion was a little strange. He tells Marie not to try to be more frank with him. On hearing his words, Marie went to eat. Even here the bad worker doesn't stop bothering her. He is talking bad stuff about Marie, which she was constantly ignoring. But when that worker spoke against her mom, then Marie could not bear it, and she got angry. That's why she picks up the glass. She throws it towards his mouth and hits him. That bad worker moved back. Because of this, he had a narrow escape from the glass hit. This also infuriated the worker. Obviously, their enmity increased further. But on this response of Marie, the manager of the fish point was looking very happy. This is good. He should have got an answer like this. Now Marie in the evening, when she was preparing to go home, then that bad worker came there with his friend to take revenge on Marie. Because at that time, she was alone there. They both catch her and started behaving strangely with the poor girl, forcibly when they were teasing her. Then we can clearly see a strange change in Marie's body, as if her veins had started to rise above. The bad worker made her sit down to make fun of her. He forcibly started trying to feed her raw fish, which made the poor girl feel very bad. She started crying. Seeing her like this, the bad worker laughed a lot, and then he leaves from there. Even after coming home, she looked sad, because what happened to her today? She was thinking about it, but when she looked at herself in the mirror, suddenly this thought came out of her mind, because where there was a mark on the chest, there was hair now. She started worrying. Because obviously, this was not a normal thing at all. She started getting angry, because of which she gets out of control in the bathroom. Strangely, she started hitting herself here and there. Now after she got so angry again, her body started to change, as if her bones are coming up, and are changing their shape and place. But then she heard her dad's voice outside. That's why she gets control over herself. The next day, when she took her mom out for a walk, then Daniel came there, who shakes hands with Marie's mom. But her mom holds his hand, and she was not leaving at all. But he takes his hand back with great difficulty. After coming home, she started feeding her mom just as every day. But today, for the first time, she was not able to do this properly, because all the food gets on her mom's mouth. She was doing this on purpose, because she was tired of doing this every day. She was getting angry. So today she started doing this with her mom. Instead of feeding her food, she keeps putting it on her mouth. Her dad didn't like this, so she started stopping Marie from doing this. That she is your mother. What nonsense is this? But here she said something bad to her dad, and went to the room. She started checking her marks again, which was increasing with time. Along with increasing marks, her anger was also increasing. That's when her dad came here, and asks her, what was this way of talking? What is going on? On which she does not answer anything, and shows her mark directly, which she was shocked to see. It felt like he already knew about all this. Marie herself cleaned that hair today, which were forming on her mark. After which she started checking that file, which she stole from the doctor. First of all, there was a picture of a ship in it, then some injured people, on whom heavy attacks had taken place, because the marks of their wounds were very deep. Finally, she sees a woman's sketch, whose whole body was full of hair. After seeing all this, she was trying to understand. That's when the doctor comes to her house again, who had come to inject Marie this time, the same one, which is also applied to her mother. Here too she shows her anger, by misbehaving with the doctor. Without getting the injection, she leaves from there. After leaving the house, she went straight to that ship, whose picture Marie had seen in that file. After coming inside the ship, when she checked here, she saw the marks of those big claws, by which she was surprised. She started getting more questions in her mind. What is all this? To get the answer, she went straight to the manager of the fish point, because it is a small village, so everyone must know about each other. But here the manager did not give her a proper answer. In fact, he took her to a club, where Daniel, the bad worker, and everyone were present, who also gives alcohol to Marie here. She got a little drunk, after which she came to a secret place with Daniel. She was very happy today, because the one she loved, today he was with her. But because of her being so happy, hair were growing on her body. She changed so much here, that her eye color also changed and became golden, by which she was looking very strange. Anyway, after coming home, when she went to sleep in her room, then her dad forcibly grabbed her, together with the doctor, started trying to inject. Seeing this, Marie's eyes opened. She was surprised. Why is my dad doing this? The doctor was about to inject her but could not, because then her mom comes and attacks the doctor. She grabs him and bites his neck badly, by which we understand everything here. That actually her mom is a werewolf. That means half human and half wolf. And whatever is happening with Marie, it's really happening because of her mom, because Marie is her daughter. This thing was inside Marie since childhood, but when she was small, then nothing could be known. Now when she has grown up, then all her effects began to be seen. That means now she is also becoming a werewolf like her mother. This is the reason that her dad was talking about injecting again and again, because he knew that Marie will be in her control. Anyway, now Marie and her dad, to fix the doctor's corpse, buries him in the back of the house. Because if anyone finds out that Marie's mom killed the doctor, then it will be very messy. Now here we know that her mom is a werewolf. But the question is, how did she transform into a werewolf? So the answer to this is the ship, on which Marie had gone to check. Actually, some Russian people had come there. Marie's mom was also with them, where those people tested her strangely. And since then she is like this. She had become a werewolf on the ship. Here she attacked all the Russians and killed them. About this, when the villagers found out, then she came to kill Marie's mom. But her dad took her and made a compromise, because he had known her since childhood. And he did not know that this curse will also affect his only daughter Marie. Now Marie, after bathing her mom and cleans her, her mom started looking at Marie with sad eyes. And today for the first time, she understood the real pain of her mom. As it was the next morning, so a few villagers come to her house, because there was no information about the doctor. So the first doubt went to Marie's mom. They get her mom's clothes removed and check that at this time she is an animal or a human. But because she was a human, so the villagers had to go from there. But with doubtful eyes, in the evening when Marie returned home from work, so the door of the house is open. She felt strange, so she quickly came inside the house and started checking, where in the bar tub, she sees her mom's dead body, seeing which she became very sad. She was deeply saddened. The thing which they were afraid of was happened. After they went, the villagers quietly came here, and after killing her mom, they threw her away. Marie was very broken. She calls her dad while crying. Then her dad came home quickly, but now he was worried about this, that now the villagers will look at Marie. Her mom's funeral is done. She was being buried, where all the villagers come. Here Marie and her dad, with great difficulty, were taking care of themselves. But when they were in the church, then Marie sees that all my nails are coming off. Although Marie was trying, but it was difficult to hide them, because the blood coming out of the nails was dripping everywhere. But then finally Marie decided, now, I will conceal nothing. I will tell everyone that I am also a werewolf like my mom, because no doubt I can become an animal, but I also have the right to live openly. The manager of the fish point far away was stopping her to do this by shaking his head, because he understood. What is Marie's intention? What does she want to do? But still, Marie repeatedly went to everyone and showed everyone her nails, because of which her dad was also very scared, because he knew that as soon as they got the chance, the villagers will kill her too. That's why he left the funeral and brought her home, trying to make her understand, to get control over yourself and hide your identity, that you are also half an animal. But Marie was not ready to understand anything. She was getting angry, which he was chewing the glass of the glass. By doing this, blood started coming out of her mouth. Now here the more angry she will be, the sooner she will become an animal, means a werewolf. The next day she sees that the hair is growing on my head, which her dad had also seen. That's why he was refusing her to go out. But where was she going to listen? She goes out because she wanted freedom, which these villagers can't give her. Now when she came to work, then everyone was able to see clearly the hair on her body. Now at this time, no one says anything to her. But in the evening, when she was going home, then a lot of villagers start chasing her. She ran, and to save her life, she started trying to go to the manager's house. But even he didn't open the door. She runs away from there. And because while running, she was quite late. So now yes, she takes work out of her anger, and she moved forward, where a boy was sitting on the bike. Then Marie, after becoming a werewolf, comes and attacks him, then bites his neck and eats him raw. Now this villager was no one else but the bad worker, with which she understood that now no one will leave me, because she did this act in front of everyone. She was thinking that the villagers will gather to kill me now. So she quickly ran and hid in a secret place, where Daniel comes to meet her, who had come to help her. He says you will have to run from here, because the whole village is looking for you. Now those people are in danger of their lives. That's why they will kill you and take a breath of peace. Then no matter if your dad comes in between, they won't listen to anyone. Then Daniel says you wait for me here for a while. I will come with the boat. We will leave from here together. But after he left, Marie left from there and came to her house. She was about to leave with her clothes and mom's picture. That's when her dad came in front of her, who says to her, my child, I won't stop you either this time. Do what your heart wants. Don't listen to anyone, and just spend a free day. After which she returned to that secret place, because Daniel was about to come here in a while. But there were some people in the village who were waiting for Marie, who also had the manager of the fish point. In a little while, Daniel also came here. He sees that those people, after fainting her, they are taking her with them. Then he also followed them and came to the shore, where the people of the village made Marie sit on the ship and went to the sea. Their plan was that they will kill Marie and throw her into the sea. But to spoil their plan, Daniel also comes on the ship. He frees Marie, who had completely changed into a werewolf. Now no doubt she was an animal, but she had the identity of right and wrong. She went to hunt the villagers to catch them. As soon as they came in front of her, one by one, she attacks them badly and eats them. At this time, because of anger, she had become dangerous and bloody. In the end, she encounters the manager, who was trying to look innocent in front of her. That I didn't do anything, but Marie knows the truth. So she attacks and tears him apart. Here she kills everyone. Seeing her like this, Daniel was afraid of her. When Marie saw behind, she was looking scary, but she doesn't say anything to him, because she knows Daniel isn't a danger to her. He loves her and she loves him. Here we can understand that her mom, just like her, could recognize evil and good. The one who is a danger to me and who is not. She didn't hurt the innocent people, the cruel people, just because of their fear and defense. They have left her paralyzed. Marie doesn't want to do this all, but she has to do this all in her defense. She was much sad, that is why she started to cry. Then Daniel hugs her and makes her comfortable. They move ahead after taking the ship to live a new life. The story of the film ends with this.